Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of the Staging Lanes. Behind me here you see my SRT-10 Viper and my newly acquired GT350R. And we are going to be, very shortly, I'll go into a video kind of driving my first impressions of the car. I already knew what I was going to think of that car, but we'll go over exactly how I feel about it after I've driven it. Maybe I'll even compare it to one of the Vipers. And the standard GT350, which I test drove before purchasing this one. And then also we're going to take a look at a bunch of goodies that I've already had come in. Not a lot of go fast goodies, more aesthetics and just a few things like yes a tune and yes a JLT intake, but some other things that just help it out, like the JLT catch can. So I did passenger side catch can because from my understanding, that is where we collect all the oil, and these things burn oil like champions. So I want to make sure that we're taking care of that, and I also want to make sure that as I'm breaking the car in, I only have 150 miles. That I'm not having a lot of excessive, I guess, blow by, beating on it too hard, and having a lot of oil consumption early on in ownership of this car. I'll tell you what, that paint is shining pretty well from this angle, my goodness. But pretty soon, I'm waiting. I'm not putting a lot of miles. I actually bought this thing December 31st. I got a fantastic deal on it at the dealer. Found one in North Carolina. She was originally marked up to like $94,900, which is pretty insane, I think, for, even though this car is beautiful, it's phenomenal, it feels special the minute you're in it. Start it up, you fall in love with it as soon as you hear it. But I will say that $94,900, there's a lot of other cars at that price point that you would want to consider. Me personally, I was considering an Audi R8 V10, not a V10 Plus, but the regular V10. Decided to go with the 350R. Have not been disappointed in the slightest. But yeah, I bought it with 16 miles. That's what the dealer had on it. I got a fantastic deal. Couldn't pass it up. Bought it. Kicked one of the Vipers right there under the car cover to the curb. That one has to go into storage and until it is sold. And the my SRT Jeep is always out there. But yeah, we're gonna do some videos, a lot of videos. I'm so excited about this car, guys. I know it doesn't sound like it in the video, but I swear I haven't been this excited in a very long time about a car. And never thought I'd be a Mustang guy, but this right here, absolutely worth the price of admission. Love it to death. Thing grips like a monster. I've only driven it just a tiny little bit. Haven't even pushed it really. Obviously, I can't until the break-in is over. But it's even in colder temperatures. It is beautiful today. It's 61 degrees today. But I was driving it in 40-degree temperatures, which they warn you about because the tires harden up. They're incredibly sticky, basically our compound tires. And they get really hard in the cold weather, so they don't heat up, and you tend to slip inside a little bit, get a little squirrely. But anyway, this stuff over here is all for the Shelby. So I got a coolant expansion reservoir to get rid of that ugly plastic one. I got it in black anodized or just black powder coat. I can't even remember anymore. I bought it the same time I bought the car. JLT intake is here, I think. Yes, absolutely is. I already have. Oh, this is the Steeda clutch spring. I don't really like the clutch spring in that car. That's the one thing I don't like. It's a dual spring setup. It gives you a lot of friction in the beginning. Nothing about a third of the way to the floor. Just goes limp on you. Really nothing on the way back up, and then it springs up really hard. So if you're not ready for it, the car's going to engage really quickly. So I want to get rid of it. Honestly, having the Vipers that have a kind of a firm pedal feel all the way down, all the way up. This one's really firm, then nothing, then really firm, and snaps back. And that is, I don't know why. I mean, it's a twin disc setup, which is great from the factory, but it doesn't need that spring, and I don't understand why they have it as a helper. It's coming out. This is from Unleashed Tuning. So this is my tuner, and that is what's on the tuner is a 93 octane tune a 100 octane tune because I have that on the pump here. And what else is this? This is a an E85 tune because I understand these vehicles. I need to really verify that, but E85 flex tune because these things from the factory have the capability to run E85, even though in the manual it says that it's not recommended anything over 10%. So I really need to look a little bit more into it, but I have the tune just in case I can use it. There are pumps that are in the vicinity close enough that I'm going to go ahead and go for it. And then here's the catch can. So I'll do the unboxing of these and we'll get them installed. I've been kind of waiting to do that. So we'll start putting this stuff on the car. And yeah, I can't wait, guys. I can't wait to share this experience with you and just share the car. I'll do an in-depth video on the car, on the features, what separates it from the GT350. That's probably been beaten to death over the last 3 years, but we'll go over it anyway. This model happens to be a late 2018 GT350R. This is the this is chassis number JR496. And I also just received from Ford the owner supplement, which I'm going to go through, as well, and I will upload that. So yeah, get ready. We are going to experience this GT350R together. I'm really excited about it. It is it's clean, but it's dirty. You know what I mean? Because it's been sitting in the garage for a week and it's really dusty. So we're gonna have to get her clean. I am waiting to have a full Autoflex Express. There is a full Autoflex Express coating that's going to go over the whole car. So the entire car is going to get that 10 mil thickness, protected. I do intend to bring this puppy to the track. And there's no way to keep this black looking pretty for very long once you're on a track. If you've ever road coursed a car, wow, have fun, because the rock chips and everything that come with it, it's a phenomenal experience, but your paint's not going to look good, so you really need to protect it. The Viper, this one has been on road courses, and I had to have the bumper repainted this past year because it just was getting the crap beat out of it with rocks. So she looks good again now, though. That I'll tell you what, that Copperhead Pearl Metallic is one beautiful color, and it changes because of all that metal flake in there. I don't know if you can see that, but it will change, you know, depending on the light and how it's hitting it. So man, is a good looking color. Looks fantastic. But this puppy looks amazing in shadow black. Very excited about this color combo. Very fortunate to have found this near me, even though this is the most popular color combo. I think this is what the dealers normally will order if you haven't special ordered one. You know, I also like the Avalanche Gray, which was a 2017 year. The Leadfoot, I think that's right, Leadfoot Gray. Also looked at that. So, but this one was at the right place at the right time, brand new. It was a late order. They ordered it in June. It didn't show up till December, and they needed to get rid of it. And guess what? I happened to come along, and at the right time. That was the key. I was coming at the end of the year, and they have 2 allocations, and they needed to get rid of this allocation in order to retain it for the 2019 model year. And yeah, we went all the way from 94.9 all the way down to 68.490. I'm not afraid to tell you what I paid for the car. So that's what I paid for the car. It was actually under MSRP. Crossroads Ford of Indian Trail. Check those guys out. It overall been a great experience. I would highly recommend them. But yeah, guys, I look forward to sharing this car with you, and we'll review the heck out of it. We'll have fun with it. We'll take it to a track. We'll put some installation of some minor modifications, nothing major. And then, hey, you know what? We'll get into this guy too, because the Copperhead is absolutely a monster. This thing's over 700 horse, naturally aspirated. It's probably the only car that's louder than this thing. Man, that thing's loud, but in the best possible way. Whereas that, hey, I love Vipers, but that puppy at idle sounds like a diesel UPS truck, and this thing sounds like heaven. But that's going to do it for me. I've been rambling on now for about 10 minutes. So thank you guys for sticking with me. I look forward to talking through these cars and sharing the experience with you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the videos. I will get better at this, and you know, little by little, right? So this is all new to me. So I will get better, and we will share the experience together.